Hi guys! Today it's a very particular video because I'm currently in a hotel in Paris and I wanted to talk about how I healed my anxious attachment. First, you need to know that I will just talk about my own experience on how I healed my anxious attachment. I was always the type of woman who was very anxious, whether it's in my friendship or in my relationships. Every time I met someone, I felt so lucky because I had someone, so I never wanted to lose the person. And I was willing always to accept a lot. For me, it was a blessing to have someone with me. I remember every time I had a fight with a friend or a fight with my partner, I was feeling like empty. I tried to text, to over explain, to apologize because I never wanted to lose the person. And sometimes I was willing to accept a lot of things because I did not want it to lose the person. So it was really hard for me, and I needed to dive into this behavior, understand why I was willing to keep always the person with me. And my first conclusion was it's because I don't know how to be alone and I did not like to be alone. First, you need to understand that I'm currently spending a lot of time alone, living alone for years, building a relationship with myself, but before it was not that. I think that before I needed people to escape my life. So when you don't like being alone, you are anxious and you don't want to lose the person. I think that it's this, when you are afraid of being alone, you are just willing to accept everything, and when you feel that the person is withdrawing its attention, the person is withdrawing its energy, you started to become really anxious and you started to do more, because it's like this: when you are in a relationship with someone and you are deeply grateful to be with this person because you put this person on top of you, you are willing to accept a lot. And I think that the person will feel that. So every time the person is trying to withdraw its energy, you do more, so it becomes very unhealthy because you overdo things in order to not lose the person. So first, in order to heal it, you need to spend time with yourself and enjoy your own company. You need to realize also that it's a blessing to be with you. It's not just a blessing to be with the person, but it's also a blessing to be with you. So once you have this mindset of, yeah, the person is also lucky to be with a person like me, you start to heal a bit your anxious attachment. Then you need also to be aware of the root cause. Why are you anxious? Do you have abandonment issues? A lot of people are scared to lose people around them because they have huge abandonment issues. So they are so afraid of losing people because every time they are losing people, they think that they are reliving again their childhood trauma, which is abandonment issue. So you need to understand the root cause of this. Why do you feel anxious? Why are you always overdoing things, over explaining yourself, trying to please the other person? Because are you afraid of being alone, or do you think this person is better than you and you are worthless than this person? So I think that to heal anxious attachment, you need to be aware that when a person comes into your life, it doesn't mean that this person will stay forever. Sometimes a lot of people are willing to accept a lot of things because they're afraid of losing the person, because once they let someone enter into the life, they think that it's forever. But sometimes you meet a person and the person cannot be your person for several reasons. So you need to have this mindset of, okay, I meet this person, we will share things together, but it doesn't mean that it's forever. And whether it's in friendship or whether it's in a relationship, you need to have this mindset of, okay, I love spending time with this person, but if one day this person betray me, or if one day this person disrespect me, I need to let it go. And yeah, you need to have this mindset. If you feel right now anxiously attached to someone, for a friendship or relationship, just take a paper and write down all your qualities, all the positive points you have, and you will realize that sometimes you project some things that you are missing into the other person. I will give you an example. For example, me, I'm really introverted, so sometimes I'm afraid with extroverted people, and I feel like less than them because I envy the fact that they are super extroverted, that they feel comfortable around people, and I'm like, okay, I feel like they are better than me, but it doesn't mean that they are better than me. It just means that they have something that I don't have. So you need to write down a list with all of your qualities, and also a list of the person, maybe your friend or the person you're in a relationship with, in order to compare and understand why are you anxiously attached. because I think that a lot of people, they are looking for someone who are their missing piece. Like for example, a person who has all the qualities that we do not have, and that's how we feel whole, because we have something that the other person doesn't have, and the person has something that we don't have. So yeah, you need to understand like what are your qualities, and also when you understand this, you will maybe start to love yourself more, because you will realize that you have a lot of things for yourself going on, and that you are a good person, and that you deserve anyone. And if you lose someone, someone better will come. I don't say that other people are better than someone else. I just say that we grow, okay? Like 1.5 years ago, I was drinking and going out. Now I don't drink anymore. It means that I'm growing, I am evolving. So sometimes we are trying to maintain in our life people that are not matching with ourselves, so we keep playing a character or reliving the past just to keep these people around you, because these people do not accept this new version of ourselves. And you need to know that it's okay to let it go. You're not a bad person because you choose yourself. You're not a bad person because you cannot retain everyone. And sometimes you can let it go for a certain friendship and relationship and meet the person again few years when you match with the person. So it doesn't mean because you let it go now that it will be forever. But when you are around a situation that makes you anxiously bad, like a very stressful situation, you need to remove your energy, because there is a feeling inside you, this intuition feeling, that you need to listen. You need to listen to it. So I think that intuition is very powerful. A lot of the time I was stuck with friendships and relationships, even though I know deep down that it was not my people and that I had nothing to do inside these relationships. So you need to listen to yourself and your intuition and be like, okay, if I feel drained with this person, if sometimes you overshare and you feel drained after that, you feel tired, you feel like you did something bad, it's because your intuition is telling you that this is not your person. Because once you open yourself to someone and you are true with this person, you don't feel bad. You don't feel bad for opening yourself. If you feel bad after opening yourself, it's because you did it with the wrong person. So trust yourself, trust your intuition. I hope you like this short video, and I see you soon. Bye bye bye.